everybody, I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you are new here, my name is Melissa and I am a second grade teacher from Michigan. So it is now August, which means a lot of teachers are back to school already. I luckily have almost the whole month. Our first day isn't until the 29th for teachers, but it is time to set up my classroom. So I'm hoping to get this done a little bit earlier this year so that way I can just enjoy those last few weeks of summer and have a good time. So this is my first day back in my room to start setting up, which is so exciting. So I just walked in, well, actually I walked in a while ago, and I noticed that I have a few tables that are missing, and I think they're in the teacher's classroom across the hallway. So I'm gonna text her and see if those are hers or not. I don't think they are. And then I have an extra table that's not mine, so I need to move a lot of tables to start, which I think I am gonna do first, because my pro tip for setting up your classroom is always kind of arrange your base layout of your furniture. You can always go back and change it later, but for me it's really hard to like clean and organize when the whole room feels like a mess. So arranging that furniture kind of helps put things in order for me. And all my stuff is in all different places this year. I'll have to move a lot of furniture, so that's probably gonna be my big job to start today. It is a little bit after 10 o'clock now, and I am actually meeting up with Kim for lunch at like noon. And so I'm gonna kind of do some stuff for a while, then take a break, and then come back in a little bit. Another thing I've realized is my computer isn't working right, and my cords are like a big mess, and so it's one of those things that I'm like, I could try to fix it myself, and I probably could if I really put my mind to it. I might just put in like a request for assistance on that, but the bummer thing is then I can't pull up anything to like watch. I usually will like watch Netflix or Disney Plus or Hulu or something, or play music, but I can't do that today. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but luckily I did bring my AirPods, so I can at least listen to music just a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna get started moving furniture, but before I do, I'll show you guys kind of what everything looks like, and you can kind of see what we're starting with. So when I walk in, just like the shelves and stuff are in different places, and the tables are in different places. There are some books out, and yeah, so I'm just gonna start moving things around to where I had them last year, because I did like my setup. And like I said, I can always change it later. My quote stayed up pretty good, except the V in the word love is hanging on not so good. But other than that, it's all right. And so yeah, I'm gonna start moving that stuff around, and that should help me feel a little more organized. Okay, so I need to leave to get lunch with Kim now. It's a little bit before 12. All I really did was move the furniture. It took me a long time, and I literally got so sweaty, like dripping sweat. And so I like just washed my makeup off because, well, except for my mascara, but I was like, I just need to wash my face. So I'm gonna go meet up with Kim. I'll really quick show you what I've gotten done so far, and then what I plan to do when I get back. Okay, so up here, obviously not really done yet. But I have my little table by the door. That area obviously is not done. I got my bookshelves moved, and then I moved my student tables the way that I like them. I tried to move that really tall bookshelf over there, but it was a little bit too heavy, and I know that my mom is gonna come on Friday, so I'm probably just gonna wait, because I didn't want to break the shelves inside. Like, I could have done it myself, but I don't know that I would have done it very well, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm feeling all right. I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier now that I have my room set up, and we'll see if I make any changes. I'm a little bit tempted with a couple things, but for now, I like the student tables where they're at, and yeah. All right, I am back. I got some lunch, we did a little window shopping, yada yada, fun time. And so now I'm trying to figure out what I wanna do. And so I think that the best thing to do now is to probably get my library and just get some of my books out of my back room, because right now they're kind of like on the floor because I like to take them off when they clean. So I think I'm gonna set up some library bins. That way I can see what bins I need to reprint, because I know there's a few that I'm missing. And also I think I'm gonna do a couple of Instagram polls about like if I should keep a series of books or if I should pass them along to somebody else, because I feel like I have some books that haven't gotten read lately, and so I don't know. I just have so many that they can't all fit, and I would love to like give them somewhere where they'll have a happier home maybe, and yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see what I come across. So I've got some of my chapter books in bins out here, and then the rest are in my chaotic back room, which, okay, I did not leave it this messy. I accidentally knocked some stuff over when I was getting out my classroom rug for the library, so it's very messy, and I'm gonna start to go through those and kind of put some books away, and hopefully that'll make me feel a little bit better about what's going on here. Okay, so it's a couple hours later now. I actually was talking to my teaching partner. He came in, and we always end up talking for a really long time. So I was talking to him, but I did get my library set up with my book buddies. You can kind of see it behind me there. So I'm gonna show you that. And then I also picked out some books that I'm not sure will make it to the library this year. I'll either store them in the back on my bookshelf, pass them along to another teacher in the building, or donate them just to Goodwill or something like that. More than likely though, I will store them or just pass them to someone in my building, because I don't really want to like lose them entirely and like not be able to access them anymore. But I just have too many books to fit. And I don't want to have books that are never getting read. Like, I'd rather share them with kids who can read them. So my teaching partner said that he would possibly be interested in taking some, so that'll be good. Then if I ever need them, I can just go next door. But yeah, so I'll show you guys that, and then I think I'm going to head out for today. This is a look at the library for now. So one thing I did that's a little different is I put that far right cube shelf on a little bit of an angle this year. I'm missing one section of books in that bottom cubby because I don't know what is gonna go there yet. And then I have a few bins that need labels. I also have my tall shelf that is gonna go over there, but like I mentioned earlier, it's in the corner and I don't want to break the little inside shelves off, so we're gonna hold off on that for today. Here's a little close-up of my book buddies. Almost all of these have been either gifts or come from Kohl's Cares. Yeah, I think that's covers all of them actually, either gifts or Kohl's Cares. Oh, not this one. I got this one at Barnes & Noble. So here are the books that are kind of on the chopping block for maybe keep or maybe get rid of. I have Cam Jansen, quite a stack of those. I have 2 buckets of ABC Mysteries, which, you know, an option would always be keeping one and not both. I don't know, the kids just don't reach for them, but I liked these kind of stories as a kid a whole lot. Jigsaw Jones, again, just not really reached for a lot, but I have quite the collection. Bailey School Kids, I loved these growing up, but I don't know if I've honestly ever had a student like read one all the way through. Again, 2 buckets of those, so maybe I'll go to just one. Another one is Rainbow Magic. Now, a lot of the girls in my class will take these and look at them and like read them, but a lot of them are honestly pretty difficult, and I don't know that they're actually getting a whole lot from reading it. Not that, you know, the plot of Rainbow Magic is going to be that deep anyways, but still. And then another one that I've kind of been thinking about is Ready Freddy. I feel like out of all of them, I probably will keep these because he's in 2nd grade and I teach 2nd grade, so I don't know. And then the last one, and these I'm really leaning towards getting rid of, are these Puppy Patrol or Puppy Place. Again, they're just kind of difficult, and I know the kids gravitate towards them because, like, who doesn't love puppies? But I don't know that they're really getting anything from the story when they do read them. So I'm going to call it quits for today, but I don't think that this is going to be enough footage for a full video. So chances are you will see me for day 2, and that will be this Friday. And I am bringing my mom with me. So a lot more projects happening then, and I will see you on Friday. I'm back. It is day 2. It's Friday now. That first video was from Wednesday. So it's Friday now, and I am here for day 2 of classroom setup. I'm very excited because my mom is on the way, so she is going to help me with lots of little projects. Last year she was fine with being in my vlog a little bit, so you might see her. I don't know how much I'll get recorded with her here just because we'll be talking and whatnot. But anyways, we're gonna work on some projects. I have some lists on the board of things that we can work on today, and then yeah, we'll see. I love having her come because she a lot of times will like label everything for me and do a lot of that like cutting and stuff like that I just, you know, would be a lot more time. So I'm always very appreciative when she's able to come. So I'll show you on the board our to-do list and then let you know what we're gonna be doing throughout the day. Okay, so I have two to-do lists up here on the board. The one that says M is stuff that I need to do. And the other one is anybody else who comes in my room, because sometimes I convince my friend Lauren, or I can get my husband AJ to come. Those are just some kind of things that, you know, they can work on. So I think I'm gonna be focusing on some labels today and organizing my crayons, colored pencils, markers, possibly taking apart some math toolkits. I made those for COVID a few years ago, but now I feel like I don't need them anymore. I can just have my math supplies in groups, which is how I like them. So yeah. What I'm gonna do while I wait for her to get here is I'm gonna print off some labels so that way things are ready to be like cut and put together, and then she can have something to do right when she gets here. All right, so Mom is way over there. You can wave. She's really tiny. And she's working on putting on some new mailbox numbers for me this year because I haven't replaced them since I got my classroom 5 years ago. So a lot of them are getting like peeled off in the corners. So I'm using some of the labels that I made this summer for that. And then while she's doing that, I'm working on a Cricut project. So I'll show you my Cricut project when it is done. Okay, it's all done. I got this sign in the Target dollar spot like probably 3 years ago and have forgotten to Cricut it until now. I thought about putting something down here. My mom says to put a worm, and I said absolutely not.
A happy worm.
No happy worm. So I'm not putting a worm. I thought about like my room number or like a heart or something, but definitely not a worm. Hello. So it's a few hours later now, and if you can't tell, I did a little quick change. The reason why is we were doing some interviews for an open position in our building today, and I was on the panel, which was my first time doing that, so that was really fun. But I'm back now, and I did a couple more things that I will show you, including something you can see behind me. So I got gifted this really cute Michigan tapestry from Shop Birdie Boutique, who is actually like a Michigan company, which is super cool. They reached out to me on Instagram and offered to send a care package, and I was really hoping I got the Michigan one, which I did, so I really like that. I'm not sure if it's going to stay here in my classroom, but I'm gonna leave it up and see how I feel about it in this spot and see if I like it for now. Another thing that I did underneath that is moved my like little standing table, and I have a stool under it, and the stool is a little bit tall, but I'm debating making this a spot for my kids to sit this year. Usually I honestly just push it against the wall. Some of the kids sit underneath it, and I use it for like passing out papers. The other thing I'm thinking is that I'm gonna have a student teacher this fall, and so this could kind of be like her space in the classroom. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, and then I put the stool there just to think about it, but as I'm looking at it more, I don't know. I'm just thinking about my little kiddos falling off of those, and I don't know if I want stools, but there are some available if I choose that. My mom is gone now, but she did fully finish my mailboxes, so I'm gonna show them to you. I feel like they turned out so cute, and let's hope I never have 30 students and need to use them all, but I just did 30 just in case, but I really, really like how they look. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do one more project before I leave today. I didn't get as much done as I had hoped, but I was very happy to be on the interview panel, so that was something that I totally wanted to do. And I think I'm gonna come back with my mom tomorrow, because bless her heart, she's gonna come back. But in the meantime, she cut out these crayon labels for me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these on my 3-drawer Sterilite containers that I'll show you in just a second. And I'm actually gonna split up the markers, crayons, and colored pencils that are like the community supplies based on color. I've seen other teachers do this, and I've never done it before, so I'm gonna try it out this year and see how I like it. I feel like it'll be really nice because a lot of times my kids will like sit and dig for the colored pencil or the crayon they want like for super long when they have to use the community supplies. So I'm hoping that that'll kind of make, or this product will make that a lot easier. I did make these. They are on Teachers Pay Teachers if you are interested. If not, no worries. But yeah, I designed them and I really like how they turned out. I think they turned out really cute. These are the ones I'm talking about. They're just the ones that hold the standard paper size, and they have 3 drawers each. I got mine at Walmart, I'm pretty sure, and they were like $11 a piece maybe. So I think part of me was tempted to laminate them and put them on the outside, but if I open up the drawer and just like tape them in, I think that that might actually stay a little bit better, because then the kids like won't have it be pulling on that part. So I think I'm just gonna tape them in here. I hope I don't regret not laminating them, but I didn't want it to be like shiny laminate and then shiny plastic covering, because I thought that would be hard to read. So I'm gonna try to put them in there like that. Thinking about it more, I think I'm just gonna laminate it, because if this is in there, it's gonna get scribbled all over because I'm putting crayons in there, and I don't know why I didn't think of this, but I actually do think I'm gonna laminate them. So I'll probably just wait till tomorrow and ask my sweet mother to laminate and cut them, because that's something that she can work on while I'm like cleaning out my desk or something like that. So I really truly thought I would get enough to do my first vlog of just day 1 and day 2, but I really don't know if it's gonna be enough. I feel like I have gotten a lot done, but also not a lot at all. So I think I'll probably include day 3 in this video as well. Right now I am about to go home. I have some plans with friends tonight, and I am literally starving because I never ate lunch. I say this in every vlog at some point when I'm setting up my class, that I'm literally starving. But anyways, I think I'm gonna stop at Starbucks on the way home, give myself a little treat yourself, and then go home, pick up AJ, go to our friend's house, and then I'll be back here tomorrow. Hello, my friends. It is now Saturday, so day 3 that I've been in here, and I've actually been here for a long time, and I am very warm because I realized on Saturday we don't have air, but we have like a ventilation system, and on Saturday, that's not on at all. The other days, it's on a little, so it doesn't work very well. But I have been here for a while. My mom was actually here, and then she just left, so we've probably been here for about 2.5, 3 hours at this point, and honestly I feel like it looks like we didn't do much, but we were working the whole time. So I'm going to show you what we did. She worked on those drawers that I was talking about yesterday, so I'll show you what those look like, and then I brought out some more shelves and set up a little area for my student teacher and worked on some of the books. So that's what I've been doing, so I'll show you all the things that I've accomplished so far. Okay, so first of all, my mom sat over here and did crayons and markers today in here. The gray label, she accidentally ripped it when she was cutting it, so I'm gonna print a new gray one. But what I ultimately decided to do was laminate those little papers and put them on the outside. So I have markers and crayons in there so far, and then I have all these colored pencils that still need to go in, but I'm gonna wait till I have a better like hand sharpener, and my sweet mom said that she will sharpen them for me. Well, I really like how these turned out, and I think they're gonna be really helpful. The most full drawer is the people colors, because I had crayons, markers, and colored pencils. I also just decided to put like all the, like, you know, when there was only one skin tone color back in the day, all those in there, which is why it's super full, because I didn't really know where else to put all the peach ones, and in case you can't tell, the kids like never use the peach marker, so but yeah, and then I have a drawer for brown too, but a lot of my browns are gonna be in the people colors drawer, so I don't know. That's one thing that I didn't really know the best way to organize those, but I think these are gonna be really, really cute, and I love how those turned out. My mom also tested literally all the markers, so we know that they work. Then we moved my really tall shelf over here, and I put some different books on it this year. You'll notice most of them don't have labels or falling off labels, and that's because I realized that I can fit a lot more books if I just turn the basket to the side. So I'm gonna be moving the labels out here. So those are a lot of my like picture books, and then my chapter books and series books are over here. Again, some missing labels that I need to catch up on. But I actually managed to get rid of 2 little cube shelves, and I think I fit almost the exact same amount of books in a little bit less space. because of turning these. So that was exciting. The other day, I showed you some books that I was thinking about passing on. So this is my table that I have going so far. I decided I'm not going to keep any of the puppy ones just because they never really get read thoroughly. Like, the kids pick them because there's a dog on the front and then they don't really read them. I got rid of some A to Z mysteries, but a lot of people told me to keep those, so I just pretty much pulled out the duplicates. And then I kept one bin of Bailey School Kids, so I just picked the ones that I personally thought looked the most interesting, and I'll keep those around another year. A lot of people said get rid of them, but I loved these as a kid, so I had a little bit of a hard time, but instead of 2 baskets, I just have one. And then over on the shelf, I decided, like I said, I kept one ABC Mysteries. I got a lot of votes to keep Jigsaw Jones. And I got a lot of votes to keep Rainbow Magic and Cam Jansen. So Cam Jansen, I'm glad I'm keeping those. Rainbow Magic, I'm not sure, but a lot of people said keep them, so I'm going to do it. And then Ready Freddy, a lot of people actually said pass. However, one of my friends who works with me told me that they're really good in her class, and so I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep them for now. So those are kind of the ones that are staying from that group, and then I can always reevaluate later or even store them in my back room. I did post those polls on Instagram, which is where I'm talking about, you know, how people told me to keep or get rid of them. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should. That'll be linked below, first of all. Second of all, a few people asked me, like, what I'm going to be doing with them, and I'm going to offer them up to everybody in my school first. And then if those aren't taken, I don't think I'm going to sell them or anything like that. I probably will just donate them. I had a few people ask about shipping them, so I'll kind of see what gets picked through and then think about it from there. But I'm definitely not going to just, like, throw them away. I moved my standing table, is what I called it, over here. I'm still thinking about the stools. I kind of like it. And then I moved my math shelves under my Math Talk bulletin board. And so I have to put out some of the manipulatives, but that's over there. Still thinking about this tapestry. And then my student teacher, I just made her a little desk area. Unfortunately, I didn't really have anything that would work except for a student desk, but I ended up picking one of our older ones that opens up inside because none of my students should be opening any desks. And so if we hear that sound, we know that, you know, that's her stuff. And then one of those extra shelves that I'm not using in my library, I put over here so she can kind of set out some of her own stuff. And then I think I'm going to Cricut her name on this pen. I also took out my book boxes. I have not cleaned the insides yet, so some of them have some fun little surprises, of course. But I am going to be relabeling these this year. As you can see, some of them are beat up, some of them are in really good shape still, but I'm just going to redo them all and change up the labels a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have like 22 or 23 kids to start the year. I haven't heard officially, but I'll be adding a few more and then cleaning them out, labeling them. I've been really torn on what labels to use. These are the ones I have in my bundle, but I think I might even get a little more creative and make a few more and add them to the bundle because I have an idea in my brain. So I will report back on that and let you know what I decide to do, but I'm thinking I might do one kind of like this, but do different colors of the rainbow. Like, we'll see. So yeah, this is an overview of the room right now. It's gonna look worse before it looks better. It happens every year, and really, it doesn't look too bad right now, but I definitely still have a lot of organizing to do. So some specific things I still would like to do. First of all, I have to fix my cart. It is leaning like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I have to make the labels for these book boxes. I really want to decorate this door and cover it up because, ew, like, I don't know, it's from like 1965 and you can tell. So this might be the year that I cover that in some paper. We'll see if I have time. Part of me wants to change my Read More Books and my Wow Work to be those like varsity letters that are so trendy right now. But I don't know, that seems kind of silly and like a thing that I don't need to do, so we'll just see what happens, but I think it would look really cute, especially on this board. Oh, and another thing I really want to do is finish this bulletin board because I never decorate the bulletin board behind my desk very well, and I really feel like this is the year that I should actually make it look cute because I could do so many cute things. And yeah, other than that, I just have to prep like all of my student supplies, but those aren't quite shipped in yet. Our secretary is starting next week. I actually got to see her today. She's one of my besties here, so it was great to see her, but she's gonna be starting next week, and she has so much stuff to do. I don't know how she does it all, but eventually at some point she'll be distributing our materials. And other than that, I just have to prep stuff for open house and clean the back room, which is always a mess, and just organize the cupboards again and all that kind of fun stuff. Because when I leave for summer, I push everything in, I shut the door, and I think, see it in August. And it's August, here we are, so I need to deal with that now. And with that, I think that I'm gonna call it a day today. It's warm in here. I am starting to just get kind of bored and I don't have to be here. And so I think I'm gonna go home and enjoy the rest of my Saturday night. I'll probably be back next week. So I think that this will finally be enough footage to compile my first setup video. It ended up being 3 days instead of just one, but that's totally fine. So I hope that you enjoyed watching. If you want to see the rest of classroom setup, or even if you want to look at my classroom setup of years past, go ahead and subscribe, and I will add this to my classroom setup playlist, so that way you can kind of check them all out at one time. If you do not already follow me on Instagram, I am very active on there. That link will be down in my bio, as well as my Teachers Pay Teachers, classroom wish list, Amazon favorites, all that kind of stuff, and any other links that are relevant to this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon.